Good morning, children. Today we are here to start with the very first chapter of your English 2 book, that is all about a dog. So, as you can see, it's written over here. Read this list of unusual laws from around the world. These laws may not be actively enforced, but if you get caught, you might have to pay a fine. So, as you can see, there are different laws of different places. So let's read each law one by one. Singing loudly after sunset is against the law in Honolulu, Hawaii. In Western Australia, it's illegal to possess more than 50 kilograms of potatoes. Chewing gum is banned in Singapore. You could face a steep fine for spitting out the chewed gum and leaving it as litter. You cannot wear noisy shoes when walking around in Capri, Italy. So these were different types of laws depending upon different types of places. Now, which of these laws is the most unusual? Why do you think so? So according to you, out of these 4 laws which have been stated over here, out of these 4 laws, please whichever law which you would find unusual, write the reason why do you find that particular law unusual. Okay, so let's come to the chapter. All About a Dog is a lesson which is written by A.G. Gardner. Okay, the author's name is A.G. Gardner. So I am here to explain the summary of this chapter. In this lesson, the author observes how a bus conductor makes a lady go up to the uncovered top of a double-decker bus on a freezing night. As you can see that it was a bitterly cold night. Okay, so you might have understood that this incidents, the entire incidents, whatever incidents is mentioned in this lesson, it has taken during night time, and its reaction. Okay, so bus, and because why was she supposed to go on the top of the double decker bus, children? Because she was carrying a dog with her. So while watching to the incidents, its reaction among other passengers, what did author he wonders whether rules should be tempered with goodwill in order to make them more humane. Okay, so let us find out what has happened in the chapter. Okay, so let's see. So since I'm here to explain the summary of the chapter, let's start with. As it was a cold winter night, the passengers were all eager to reach home early. A young woman who was carrying a little Pekingese dog. Okay, so Pekingese dog is a particular type of species. Okay, which has got a small breed. It is a small breed of dog with a pug nose. Pug nose means you can say short nose, tiny nose. Okay, with short legs and long hair. So through this you can just draw a picture of a very cute kind of dog, isn't it? Yeah. So the other passengers in the bus did not object to ladies carrying the dog in the bus. Rather, what happened? That rather they sympathized with the lady and her dog. So the passengers did not had any problem with the lady while she was carrying her dog in the bus. Now, considering all these facts of the situation, the bus conductor could have easily ignored, isn't it? If nobody is having the nobody was having problems, so the bus conductor have easily allowed the lady to carry the dog in the bus, and she could have sat comfortably, but it's not that. So what happened? That the conductor didn't allow the lady with her dog to sit among the other passengers. He adamantly stuck to his rule and ordered the lady to go on the top of the bus. Now when the lady refused to do so, the conductor without any reason stopped the bus. And what happened after that? He started threatening them that the bus would not move until the lady take the dog out of the bus. Okay. The lady now after that, if this was it, okay. So after when the lady was asked by the conductor that she was not allowed to sit in the bus among the other passengers. Why? Because she was carrying a dog. So she got very annoyed by the conductor, with the conductor of the bus, and what did she say? I shall certainly do anything of kind. You can take my name and address, said the woman. Which woman are we talking about? Whom are we talking about? We are talking about that woman, okay, who was carrying the dog, who had evidently expected the challenge and knew the reply. So she also offered, okay, she knew that what might be the circumstances, okay. So she offered the bus conductor that he could take her name and address, okay. So that so why she offered her name and address? So that action might be taken against her. Now what happened? But the conductor would not be satisfied with that, okay. So the passengers, and at this behavior of the conductor, the passengers violently criticize his misconduct, okay. So let's see here, if you can see over here, the storm inside rose high. Storm inside means we are talking about the raged passengers in the chapter who were getting very angry at whom? At the conductor. So why were they getting angry at the conductor? Because he wasn't allowing the lady to carry the dog, he wasn't allowing the lady to sit among the passengers as she was carrying a dog. Now after that, what happened in the poem? As a result, the passengers of the bus had to suffer a lot, and some of them even left the bus and started on foot. You can see in the line over here, 2 or 3 passengers got out and disappeared into the night. They did not wait for the bus to start because they were getting very annoyed with the passenger. They were not happy with the action of the conductor towards the lady, and so they left the bus and they started on their own. Now, thus, the conductor's illogical, rigid application of the rule caused immense trouble to all of the passengers of the bus and broke the true spirit of the rule. So, this was all about the chapter. Okay. Now, in the last, since he did not allow the lady to carry the dog on the bus, and after that, what was the result? All the passengers left the bus along with the lady one by one. Only the author was left in the bus along with the passenger and the driver. Along with the conductor and the driver. Now, rules, I said, are necessary things, but there are rules and rules. So the second paragraph, okay, the end paragraph of the story, the end of the story, you can say, is very interesting, as in this paragraph the narrator engages with the conductor and explains to him that he took his rules so seriously that by doing so he became the part of the problem too. Okay. So, and at last what happens? The conductor also agrees with the narrator that he didn't do a very good thing while carrying out the rule, as he took it very well, and when I got off the bus, he said good night quite amably. Amably means he bid the narrator in a very polite manner. This shows that he understood his mistake